Hello, I'm Charles Frost. I'm the head coach of Prostate Pedalers, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about bike handling, safety points and a few things like that. Pardon my lack of breath. Right, the first thing is I've just stopped, and the right way to stop when you get on your bicycle, when you come off your bicycle, because sometimes we are on the roads, there is traffic, so simple thing, we put the left foot down first. The right foot, you put that down, you get run over by a truck full of petrol. It's really, really uncomfortable. So you put your left foot down first, you're leaning that way, you're out of the way of traffic. It doesn't happen often, it happens sometimes. You never want it to happen where it goes wrong. So put your left hand foot, it's just a good habit to get into. I did a groovy skid, literally, and it shows that you can actually do a skid with your rear wheel and it doesn't really affect your stability. My skid, as I remember it, was pretty straight and I felt thoroughly secure doing it. It also shows that your rear brake isn't the most powerful brake. Actually, the front one is, but when you do a front wheel skid, it's potentially, well, it's more difficult. It is the strongest brake, and we do use front braking, but we'll talk about that another time or later. Right, so the thing about cycling, once we've put our foot down and we want to get off, we're going to going to a shop, we're going to sit down, have a chat, whatever, we lay the bike down. You can mountain bike, nice and robust, it's going to be covered in mud and everything, we lay it down. There you go. We lay it down on this side. Very important. The most sensitive and critical part of your bicycle's gearing is the derailleur gears here, and you never lay your bike down on that side, because when you bend that derailleur there, all your gears go out of adjustment and then it's off to the bike shop, unless you're quite handy, and you've got to rebalance all your gears. So you always lay it down on this side. The bike's as tough as anything. We do need to protect the derailleur gears. So the bike goes down that way. Starting off, the best thing, the safest way, isn't to scoot along and hop on it. It's actually to get on the bicycle, get the pedal up, and off we go. Another very important point is that cycling with one foot hanging down like that is really unstable. I mean, I'm unstable now. You have stability when you're standing on your pedals, and when you take one foot off the pedals you lose stability. When you take 2 feet off the pedals you are in a completely out of control situation, and the reason for that is terribly simple. When I'm sitting on my saddle and all my weight's up here because my feet are not connected to the bicycle in any way, the centre of balance is up here. It's up in the small of my back. When I'm standing on the pedals, my centre of balance is right down here. So the default careful position to be in is what we call the ready position, and it's you're ready for anything that occurs. And in the ready position, both pedals are level, horizontal, one forward and the other one back, it doesn't matter which. Generally you have your strongest leg in the forward position, and it gives you the maximum push when you need to push. I want to talk a bit about slow riding. Slow riding on your bicycle is one of the most important skills, and it's quite a difficult skill to master. It helps you with so many things. If you can ride slowly, you can position yourself well, you can accommodate for things that are happening around you. If someone's walking in front of you on a path or something like that, you can slow down considerably and wait for the right moment to move. Also, surprisingly, even climbing a hill, if you learn to ride slowly well, then it will help you with the hill climbing. The reason for that is that when you're climbing a hill, you are going slowly, and anything that makes you lose your directional stability is likely to make you stop. So if you can concentrate and ride slowly, you've mastered quite a difficult skill. The ready position, which I've just mentioned, is the key to it. You stand with your pedals flat, and you never take your foot down to the bottom of the stroke. When that foot is like that, you have no power whatever. Neither of your feet can propel you or anything. So you're inherently, when going slowly, out of balance. So you keep your pedals in the ready position, and that gives you a strong thrust. And the ability to ride slowly is a function of little taps, little paddles with your feet, and using the brakes. So you can slow down and balance by pushing against the brakes and by releasing the brake to give yourself forward momentum. Right, I want to talk about avoiding obstacles. There are plenty of obstacles. I've got an obstacle here, which is a sharp stick, and I look at the sharp stick as I come along and I say I don't want to hit it. If I look at that sharp stick as I approach it, I'm going to end up aiming for it and I'm likely to hit it. You plan your route ahead. You see an obstacle coming up, you always go into the ready position so that you're balanced and in the most control of your bicycle, centre of gravity nice and low. You approach it slowly and you look and concentrate at the route you're going to take, and you do not look at the obstacle. If you have a fall, a dip down or something that could, a slippery bank that could derail you, and you want to sit on the top, you look at the top, you do not look at that slippery bank. And whatever it is that you don't want to hit, take it in as you approach it, and then look at the track you're going to take and follow that. When you're riding in a balanced way and in the ready position, you won't hit those obstacles. Otherwise you will. I'm going to just do a small cycle around here and try and avoid this, this spike. Go. Right, I'm in the ready position. I can see I've got to navigate around this thing. I'm going nice and slowly, go fairly close to it and push my way through, and we've avoided the obstacle. The key to it is to cycle slowly and to be in control. Cycling slowly is a great skill, and when you've got it, you can ride a bicycle. After that, you can get fit, you can get strong, you can do all sorts of things. I'm looking ahead and oh my goodness, there's an obstacle. Gracious me. Take the ready position, get ready for it. There's the obstacle. I'm nice and balanced. I don't want to hit. Here we go. Oh gracious. I'm nice and balanced, looking ahead. Ah, there's an obstacle. Gracious me, look at that. Oh my lord, here we go. This. Right, I saw the obstacle, I balanced myself up, and then I approached it gently and it stopped me in my tracks. I had a real rush to get my foot out in time to stand up. The second time I analysed the obstacle. I said it needed some energy to get over it, and so I accelerated over it. I'd seen that there's plenty of clear ground around and about, and the danger with an obstacle like this is that it can slide forward and so on. And I have a saying which all of the prostate pedals will tell you that I use all the time, because it gets you out of a lot of trouble. And the saying is, momentum is your friend. If you build up momentum, you get over problems. If your problem is a dangerous obstacle, something you need to finely balance for, you go really slowly over it. So if you've got a drop down one side and you want to choose your path, you go slowly and accurately over the safe ground. When you have an obstacle like a log, or that could be a rock, then you need some momentum. If you're climbing a hill and you see a stone the size of an egg or a tennis ball or it could be a stick or something, and you're going slowly, you only got the last 5 feet of this hill to climb up, and if you go really slowly at it, it'll stop you dead. So momentum, when you can generate it, will get you out of trouble. The other sort of obstacle that one comes across continually with mountain biking is mud. And mud is exactly the same. It's really sticky stuff. And when you see mud, you assess the situation and then you accelerate into it, keep pedaling and get yourself out of the other side. Momentum is your friend. With momentum, you're hard to stop. Without it, you're easy to stop. So in this situation, you're going an obstacle. Once you've seen it, you've seen that the ground is clear around, there's no real issue, you blast at it and go through it. So the safest thing is to acquire some momentum. Momentum is truly your friend. I'm Charles Frost, head coach to Prostate Pedalers. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you found it useful. The exercises of slow riding and cycling in the ready position and building up momentum and getting a feeling for that are terribly important skills, enjoyable to acquire, and they come in jolly handy. Prostate Pedalers is a charity. We encourage men with prostate cancer to get up, get out and do some exercise. The exercise is good for your body, but also taking on these new challenges, hill climbing and so on, develops mental strength and resilience to cope with a disease that lasts for many, many years. Hopefully you get over it. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. It's a very good thing to get out and do exercise and also to share time with other men with the same condition. So I thoroughly encourage that. I'd like to thank Peter Osler for the use of his forest. The Osler plantation is a wonderful enormous forest that is looked after by our favourite physician and a help to all prostate pedalers, and he is quite a cyclist himself. Thank you, Peter. We'll be doing other videos. I hope you enjoy them too. Goodbye.